Some of y'all may know what time it is. As you can see, we in that motherfucking drop top Lambos in the door. Yes, sir. As you can see, I'm driving to the show. I'm looking for parking. You should know what time it is. It's K Paul's Life, episode 8, baby. 8! Episode 8. Tonight we're going to talk about my first music video. A song about HIV. And before you ask, no, I don't have it. And before you ask again, yes, I am the realest. It is 7 o'clock, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get to this paper. Yes, sir. Give me a second. I hate the way the feeling looks. Give me half a second. I'm back in the whip. I'm back. I don't like the way it started. Back in the whip. Ladies and gentlemen, I now present to you Michael Jordan. Yeah, let's get to it. Oh, for those who may or may not be aware, my name is S. Blanco. This is Blanco Gaming Live, and this is St. Paul's Life, episode 7. Give me 1 second to get it right. Now, for those unfamiliar, what we do around this time, at Thursday at 7 o'clock, we get on NBA 2K25, and we play some starting five, and we go back in the chamber of my memories, and I tell you some stories that you may or may not heard. I'm gonna go on the positive side of may not, because most of y'all don't know me. So, without further ado, let's get to it. Now, let me just make sure everything coming in the way I want it to come in. All right, so tonight I wanted to talk about my first music video ever. Now, for those who don't know, my name is S. Blanco. This is Blanco Gaming Live. Again, this is a show where I play NBA 2K starting 5, and I tell you some interesting stories about my life while I stump these boys out. Now, this show I want to talk to you about my first music video. For those who don't know, I do a little bit of music every now and again. This episode is going to be about my first music video, how we shot it, how it all came together, the theme behind it, and is what made me do it. We're going to get into all the intricacies of this story. But before I start, man, I just want to say thank you to everyone who has been watching the clips, been commenting, been saying saying whatever in the comment section. I really do appreciate it. It keeps me going. And yeah, let's get to it. Let me get some water first, because it's about to get real. All right, a little bit of background about me. For those who don't know, I do music. Now, I make a little bit of rap music, and my rap name is, surprise, S. Blanco. That's SDOTBLANCO. It goes, if you're interested about the name, it comes from my real name. My real name is Shakur. You can take a guess at the last name. I'm not going to tell you, of course. But yeah, that's how I got the name. And what made me think of the name, or what made me interested in the name, is just I like the way Blanco came off the tongue. Plus it was, my actual name. And then also, I was, I kind of wanted to make my own lane. I don't know. I felt like Blanco was my way of being part of my lineage, but in my own way. Like if I can make the Blanco name poppin', it'd be like, something I brought to life in regards to my family, at least on my father's side. But the breakdown of the story comes in my second album. Now, my first album was called All White Everything. That is basically an album about me growing up for 18 years and what my life looked like around that time period. From literally, it probably documents from about age 7 to about, I don't know, late 20s, 22, 23 type stuff. So that album really is like my everything when I put that out. So, but for that album, I didn't do a lot of things promotional. Like I said, I was young putting it out. I think when I first dropped that album, I was like maybe 19 or 20 or some shit like that. So I lied about the time frame. I think it was like, if I'm being real, that album encapsulated from like 7 to maybe like 18. But those are all of your emotional phases in life. That's when you're really feeling everything. So that album was real emotional to me. And my grandfather had passed around the time, so he was the theme of the album. I had him like doing the intro and all of these different things. So for that album, I didn't have any music videos. I didn't do an album release party, but it was like it's like one of my best pieces of work. Like if you ever have the opportunity to check out that album, it's a real good rap album. I paid for all of the beats. I rapped on everything. I engineered and mastered it myself. Released it by myself and put it out. So it's really one of my favorite pieces of work because I made that album in an attic, my mom's house by myself. So there was a lot of pride in that. But the reason why I tell you about that first album is to talk about the second album. The whole theme behind the second album was I needed to be bigger and better than the first album. I wanted better beats. I wanted a more expansive themes. I wanted more everything. I wanted this album to really be the album that like bolstered my career to a point of at least notoriety. My goal was to have one song go viral and get about maybe 40 to 50,000 spins on the album. Like to me, I think you can call that a successful album as an indie artist. That's what I pictured. So the whole concept of the second album, and the second album is White Man's World. I was in my Malcolm X style around this time, so that was what's hitting for me. So I was real inspired by a lot of the documentaries and things I was watching around that time. So I had a lot to say on that album in regards to how I felt Black people were treated throughout the years of being in America. So the second album was supposed to be like, my Ice Cube attempt at a Mara KKK type out, like one of those type of political pieces, but it was more heartfelt that had to deal with things that dealt in my real reality. But the whole theme behind this album for me was bigger and better. I needed to be bigger. I need better beats than last time. I need better concepts than last time. I need to think more outside the box because I'm a creative artist. If anyone who listens to my music, they know like I can make any type of song. I can make a turn up song. I can, give you real political. I can be with the thug niggas. I can really chop it up however I see fit. It's just a matter of how I want to do it. But in having that creativity, it comes with it's a double-edged sword because people like Rick Ross, for example, they know what their brand is and they market to their brand well. It's the same beats with the same flow with with similar rhymes about similar things, and it works. And it works because Rick Ross understands exactly what he's going for each album. Me, I'm more of how did the last 10 years of my life make me feel? Last 8 years, last 5 years. Let's talk about all of that right now. That's me. So every album is gonna feel a little bit different because I'm gonna be about 5 years older on each album, and I'm gonna be a lot more mature. Like right now, I'm working on a third piece of body of music, but yeah, that's at a later date. Later date. So the second album, the whole theme is bigger and better. So I'm thinking, how can I differentiate myself from the last album? How can I make something different? Because the last album was more like a tribute to my grandfather mixing with some horror shit. So I wanted to like go in a whole totally different style, but also keep it me at the same time. So I thought the best way to do that is to do a concept song. Now, for those who don't understand the meaning of what I mean by concept song, I mean something like Eminem and Stan, right? You take an idea of, worst case scenario and make a song about it. A lot of artists do it, and this is what made me want to do it. So I do it. I start writing me a concept song. And how I write music is I'll go to like YouTube or BeatStars, or insert your favorite place, right? I'll go to one of those sites. I'll turn on beats. I'll listen to beats all damn day until I hear something I like. Then I'm basically freestyling to the beat. All of my songs start off as a freestyle. And my freestyles are they all have the same thing in common. What's the most shocking thing that you can say to grab somebody's attention in the first 10 seconds? If you ever listen to an S. Blanco song, that's how I structure my songs. How can I capture somebody's, like the first 30 seconds of all my songs are specifically fire as hell. Now, and sometimes some songs it falls off, but for the first 30 seconds, you like, yo, this shit is hot. Like my music is made for Apple Music Preview. Cause I tell you, I got clips, I'm that nigga. I'm telling you, when I get this channel where I need to be, I'm gonna be one of your favorite artists to clip, because I'm telling you, I got clippable music. I don't know if that's great. I don't know if that's a sustainable career. I don't know if this is something to be bragging about, but I'm taking what I can get. Get in there. So one day, I'm writing songs and I'm listening to beats, and this beat come on. And it got a real jazzy, real jazzy type of bass type of sound, real rock and roll. It's so damn, like one of them type of genre. Like it starts off something like that. And don't worry, I plan on actually, for this episode specifically, I'm gonna take half of the episode, and well, not half of the episode, but after we're finished playing 2 games of 2K, I'm gonna I intend on playing the music video for y'all so y'all can see the final result and I can critique that. But going back to it, so I'm thinking I'm writing songs, and I'm thinking like, what can I say? Like what I want to make a concept song. How can I make a good concept song? I want to make my Eminem stand. Like, how do I make that? So I started thinking like, all right, well, I can't make an Eminem stand. I can't write in the perspective of a stalker. That's not how my mind works. So Eminem is special like that. That's not for me. But what I can write about, and what I'm really good at, is invoking emotion and speaking in very great detail about how something makes me feel. That's my superpower in music. I'm able to take something that's very painful and transmute that into words. So I'm thinking like, how can I make a concept song, but it still be me? It still be that S. Blanco feeling. So I thought like, what is the most scariest shit in the world that I can think of in regards to like doing this shit? Like if I was to like, what's the most scariest thing I can think of that could happen to me? So I started thinking, I'm like, all right, getting robbed. All right, that's pretty scary. But I'm like, we done heard a million songs about niggas getting robbed. I might care about that. So I started thinking, I'm like, all right, getting shot. I'm like, all right, that's a good contender. But how many songs we done heard about a nigga getting shot? and they actually got shot. That'd be me just thinking about getting shot. So I'm like, nah, that's played out. I might think about that. So I'm going down this list of all of the worst things possible, you know, to make this concept song. I'm thinking like, what is gonna like invoke the most emotion out of me to make me hit this song and make people feel something? Because that's what I want on the second album. I want you to feel something. So I'm going for all feeling. So I started thinking like, all right, well, what's something else that hasn't been talked about, but you know, it's still, you know, it's still scary as hell. I don't have an answer. So I go on Instagram. I see an Instagram post. Instagram post reads, "Man died or man killed by wife after giving her AIDS or HIV or some shit like that." Now, in my mind, it didn't even register. I was just thinking like, wow, that's terrifying. What a terrible thing to happen. Like, that. What if that dude didn't know he had HIV? I was thinking from his perspective, like, dog, what if you didn't even know? What if you're like, hey, honey, and she know, and she gonna blow your fucking head off? It's like, dog, that's a terrible way to get taken out. You don't even know, and you don't know. What a crazy way. But anyway, so I hear that story, and I don't immediately think of the song, but it's something that like registers in my mind as that's kind of scary. So a couple days go by, I'm still thinking of this song. I got this beat, but I don't have no words to it. And then this hook came to me. It was like, nobody can love you the way I can love you. Nobody can fuck you the way I can fuck you. You in my DNA. And that's all I had. Just that hook. And it fit perfect. My voice fit perfectly on the beat saying those words. So I'm like, I'm not changing the hook because I like the way my voice sounds saying these words. Like, I make my music based off sound. Like, what sounds good? I'm not necessarily making the music off of what words people are gonna say in the club. Like, for me, this has to have replay value in 10 years because I still want to listen to my own music. Like, so I try to make music that is impactful enough for me to want to continuously keep listening to it. So for this song, so I hear about that. I read that Instagram article and I'm like, that's terrifying, but I don't immediately think of it. Like I said, I'm listening to this beat continuously and I come up with that hook. So I'm saying, nobody can love you the way I can love you. Nobody can fuck you the way I can fuck you. You in my DNA. So somehow, some way, I'm sitting there, I'm listening to it, and I start writing it. And it comes out. I write the concept song. Now, it's not the concept song that you may have thought that you was gonna get some Eminem Stan. It's my concept song. So subconsciously, without even realizing it, I start writing from the perspective of a dude who gave a girl HIV. Because in my mind, giving somebody HIV is the worst thing ever. Like, it's one thing for you to have it. It's like, oh, they got me. But if you giving that shit out to somebody else, you nasty with it. So that's one thing I never want to be, is nasty with it. So that to me was terrifying. But I didn't realize that, so I'm starting to write the verse, and it's coming to me, and boom, song is done. Now, at some part in the song, I say, I'm sorry, I gave you HIV. And that's basically how the song ends before the hook comes back on. Now, I write the song, I record the song is done. Now, I want this song to be made into a music video because I think it's powerful. I think it has viral potentiality. I'm thinking like, yo, if I put this out, the hood gonna love it. Like, they gonna see me as a Picasso. But then I start really thinking about our culture after the song was made, and I'm like, they gonna think I got HIV. That's what they're gonna think. That's 100% what they're gonna think. In a generation where you niggas make fun of people eating hot dogs, I knew I didn't stand a chance. I was forever best case scenario with this song. I blow up and I'm known as Mr. HIV Man. And I didn't want that. And I didn't want my face to be plastered all over it like HIV. Like I didn't want that. I didn't want the connection. So I'm thinking like I really want this song to be made into a music video, but I can't be in the video. Which is crazy into itself, right? Like you might be thinking like, why would you make a song, release the song, write the song, find the beat for the song, make a concept song, and not want to be in a music video? Well, hell, I didn't realize that's where the concept was going when I wrote it, and I don't want to be the face of HIV if this song blow up. I'm sorry, that's what I was thinking around the time. And plus, you know, it's that corporate pressure too. Like, you gotta understand, like, it was a very creative song, and no, I didn't experience it. But you gotta realize, just because you creative don't mean that shit okay, right? Like, I gotta explain that shit. I got a girl at the time, so she looking at me like nigga, is there something you want to say? Like, do we got it? And it's like, and I'm telling her like, nah, we good, man, we good. Which, yo, which don't mean like, right? That don't mean nothing, right? Like, you don't want to. Nobody want to hear that shit. I don't care how creative you are. Your spouse don't want to hear your song about HIV, knowing that you are involved with them. But when you writing a song and you making music, and you making music from a fearless perspective, you're not thinking about nothing. You just letting that pen flow. And when you letting that pen flow, it'll take you some places that you weren't prepared to go sometimes. Like, I can real life say in my music, I just got dunked on. I can real life say in my music that there are things that I've said that didn't make sense at the time that I was saying it, but like years later, it made perfect sense. And I didn't write it with the intention to be like, you know, prophetic. It just so happened to happen like that. Go in there. So, yeah, the song is made, man. The song is made, but it got a part in there about HIV, and I really want to shoot this music video. But I need somebody else to take my place as the HIV dude. So I immediately start casting for this role. So, you know, if you're wondering how I got to the casting part, it's because I saw a music video from Tupac. I was watching a Tupac music video. I think it was Temptations, and he's not in the music video. Because I kept thinking like, how am I gonna put this out? How am I gonna put this out? And for a while, I just had this song. Like for like 6 months, I just had this song, and I'm just sitting on it. And I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm just, you know, continuously thinking of ideas. So I'm just watching music videos one day, because that's what I do in my off time. I watch music videos, and Tupac Temptations come on. I watched that video. He's not in the video. I watched the Scarface video with him and Scarface, Smile. I think the Smile video, and Tupac is also not in that. He's also dead around that point, so that makes sense. Anyway, it spawns a great idea in my mind to say, yo, this would be a perfect time for me to pull that card. I'm gonna bring it back on some real 90s shit, right? Like I'm gonna go get me some actors to act out my music video, and that's how I'm gonna put it out. I'm gonna put it out. It's gonna be shocking to the world, and then I can use this to like levy other songs. So I got some raw shit on this album. Like, let's do it. So that's the thinking. This gonna be the song I put all the chips on red into this song, and it's gonna be the one that goes viral. And after it goes viral, I'm gonna use the viral money to be able to promote the other songs or create new songs, or, you know, handle my business somehow, some way. That was the plan. So I immediately start looking for people who I thought could fit this role. Now, I don't know nothing about no actors. I don't have actor friends. I don't even have at this point in time after the song gets created. I don't even have somebody who I know can do this music video. Like I just created the song after I found the beat and was like, I want to do this, and I'm gonna figure out how to do this. So first things first, let's find a director. So I head to Facebook. I'm on Facebook. I'm looking on Facebook. I'm searching, and I'm typing in the search bar, Buffalo music video, and I'm putting that in so I can see all of the local music videos from my local city. So I'm watching all of the local music videos, and I'm seeing, and I'm doing my damn, like, this is real detective work to find these music. Because I don't know if you noticed or not, but you can't just go to Facebook and type in, videographer and then find what you want. It's not how it works. So I didn't know anyone, but the first thing I did was go to Facebook. Went to Facebook, start typing in those local music videos, and I'm basically watching the music video and hoping to see either the producer put a tag, or because a lot of that, I watched a lot of videos and that didn't happen. Or if they don't put a tag, I'm at least hoping that the artist shouts them out in the song or puts them on the Facebook post. Shout out to blah blah. Shout out to Lil Johnny. You hooked me up for this one. This music video crazy. I'm looking for that. So I look through like 50 niggas videos. I find one video I love. The rest of them are real hood, and some has music video attachments, some don't. But let's just say, for all sakes purposes, after going through the list of 50 videos from the hood, I found about 4 producers that we can use. Now, to break down the 4 producers real quick, 3 of them are hood niggas who just got an iPhone and know how to do some editing. And the one is a real dude who has a studio and has, like, backup people to help and a crew and has been doing this for years and a resume. So I just told you that I don't care about the budget. I care about bigger and better. That's the whole theme of the second album, bigger and better, baby. So I look at my options. I say, okay, I got these hood boys who who could probably, like, give me all the hood effects that the hood love, where you walking and then you fall into, like, 5 different dimensions or some nonsense. Like, it's a lot of hood effects in those hood dudes videos. And I'm thinking, like, I could maybe do that, but not for this song. Like, I don't need the hood effects for this song about HIV. I need this song to be done right. So I hit up the top dog producer with the studio, with the equipment, with the name. So I hit him up, I believe on Facebook, and I was like, yo, I watched one of your music videos, love your work, would love to work with you, can we set up something? He get back to me, he like, yeah, let's set something up. Mad professional, hit me with a website immediately. Go to my website and book your appointment. I'm like, bet, let's go. I knew I made the right choice. So, because, I don't like, you booking with a hood dude, now you doing hood stuff. Maybe you doing FaceTime calls. It's like, no, I want my first music video to feel like reminiscent of how old music videos used to feel, where people took it serious. It just wasn't a bunch of hood niggas, with guns or fake guns or money or fake money, throwing it up and doing stupid shit, and girls dressing half naked. Like, I really wanted this song to spark hip-hop conversations about what was acceptable and what was not acceptable on a music song, on a music track. Or at least to get me into them Eminem Stan conversations, at least have people respect my pen. So me and the director meet. It's a great meeting. The meeting goes something like, I get there. He opened the door. He like, yo, I'm a video director. And I'm like, yo, I'm S. Blanco, the realist. He like, yeah, that's what's up, man. That's cool. How about you show me, sit down, have a drink, tell me what you're trying to accomplish. So I tell him, I'm like, yo, I got this song where I'm talking about giving a girl HIV. I think this song could go viral. The streets love it. It's risque, but it's really, it'll be something different that I think can grow your profile. So I'm trying to market the song to him because I don't want him to be like, HIV, I'm not shooting no shit like that. Like I'm trying to sell the song a little bit so people don't think I'm a weirdo who's just trying to, get his demons out. I'm just so yo. Oh no! I should just let him go up. No. So I take a seat on Omri's studio. He's asking me to play the song after I give him that description. So I connect my phone to Bluetooth. You play it. You hear the song. I'm gonna pause it right here so I can actually play the song for y'all. So y'all can kind of give y'all a rundown of how his face looked. So we're gonna take a little 1 minute break so that I can explain to you how this went. So I come in, he like, yo, let me hear your song about giving a girl HIV. And I say, all right, you ready? He like, I'm ready. Now from this point on, I'm gonna be the videographer, and this is how it plays. So I play my song and I say, here it goes, sir, play it. Check. 1 2 1 2. Sorry. I love your skin, I love your tone, I love it when I make you moan. I know you mad, but please answer your phone. We need to speak. I've been living with a secret for weeks. You make the earth shake, relationship is still. Nobody can fuck you. Enjoy how you take the news. I'm supposed to body protect, but I'm the one who hurt you. I love you so much, it's hard for me to breathe. Sorry, I gave you HIV. Nobody can love you. Wow, man. You gonna put that out? That's crazy, man. Wow. That's deep. That's deep, bro. That's deep. That's deep. That's what he said. I'm sitting there, I'm like, all right, cool. He got one. We got a producer here who's legit. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got a creative vision. He can see where I'm trying to see. Them hood dudes, they would have just made fun of me, man. They wouldn't have understood the vision. So I'm happy as hell we locked in. He understand where I want to go with the song, how I want it to be played out, and immediately I kind of tell him the dilemma of like, yo, I got a girl, and my girl don't really want me to be out here talking about. I don't know if my girl at that time wanted me to do that. I don't know what the vibe was, but I can tell by the release of the song. If I had to play out her reaction to hearing the song, it was more like, okay, all right, creative, okay, you're doing it, all right, I see, you're doing stuff. That was more of her reaction. And then when I told her I was doing a music video, she was like, okay, that song? I mean, I don't know about that song, but all right, okay, I see, all right. So me and Omri were having the conversation. I'm telling him like, yo, I don't know how my girl feel about this song, but this song, and I really want to put it out. So we start having the conversation about how we can get some actors to be able to portray the role, and we basically create the actual story of the song, because prior to if you actually listen to the song, it's not complete. Like I don't actually. It's a song. It's a full out transcription what's happening. But sitting down with him, I actually had to really form out the story and actually how it went and step by step and what steps were taken from the first location to the second location. Like, you know, we really sat down and crafted the music video one day where we sat down and thought about different locations that we were going to be at, and where we were going to shoot it, and how we were going to shoot it, and, you know, what the budget was looking like. So we went through all of these different things, and we came down to basically we were going to use my apartment, and we were going to use my apartment's gym as a second location to be able to shoot the footage. And then we were also going to use my apartment's balcony as the last location where the dude who me in the story who gives the girl HIV gets murdered, because obviously, you know, that don't fly nowhere. I like to invoke some street justice in my music. I like balance. So yes, at the end of the song, the dude gets smoked. There is a good ending to the story. But anyway, no, let's go. You try to dunk on me like that. So I make the song. We're crafting the music video, and we're making this song into a full out thought. And we finally, after hours of sitting down and crafting it, and you know, at least for me, I was sitting down and coming with different concepts, and then I would call him or text him on different ideas, and we kind of put it all together. So it all comes together, and now we're just at the part where we got to find actors. So first thing I did was go to Facebook. I figured, you know, they helped me find this amazing videographer. This one, you know, who we get along with so well. Maybe there's somebody else I can find on there who does some acting. So I do the same thing. I go to the Facebook search bar and I type in Buffalo actors. You want to know what's happening? There's an actual Buffalo actors Facebook group looking for work. So I joined. I'm feeling like a boss at this time. I'm like, yo, they don't even know. They thinking I'm joining this Facebook group to be an actor. Nah, I'm here to give out jobs. So I'm kind of feeling myself a little bit in this chat. But, you know, I just hop on I make one post and I'm like, yo, actor G's. I'm out here and I'm looking for actors. I'm looking for somebody. I'm looking for a male and I'm looking for a female. The male in this story does have HIV and does give it to a woman. Don't hit me all at once. I think for the first 3 days.
Shot by Grimes, no good. Pass to Paul. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Connects from.
You got this one. I'm gonna get smacked, and the shit just goes.